Welcome everybody, Normal Player Guide. Now, of course, we are all expecting the Exploding Gratitude, the Global Celebration Part 2, and guess what? You'll not believe it, yes, it has been postponed. You could have guessed, probably could have done. So they did this last year. Last year we had Tech Gogeta, and the Part 2 LR was going to be Janemba, and instead that was postponed all the way till January, the end of January. Might have actually even been the end of February. It was pretty late. So safe to say then that Golden Freeze is probably not going to come around till then. The reason being it might have been cancelled is because we have the Dragon Ball Heroes is supposed to be dropped. So obviously then they need to bring this campaign for Global obviously earlier so it doesn't get postponed or cancelled in any way, because this just messes things up entirely. The reason being is we're going to have around, if I can just bring this up for a second, let's see, it's going to be around 22nd and 23rd is when we're going to have the Dragon Ball Heroes kind of celebration deal. So that's the reason why it's going to be postponed. But fear not, as predicted, we are going to get a World Tournament, the 42nd World Tournament. There's a new guy, Trunks. He's okay, but don't forget, he's going to have an awakening further down the line. And STR Tau is still the new LR. Don't worry, you still got plenty of tournaments to go before it switches over to the new one, which looks to be a Jackie Chun. So this is the banner, though. This is the one I recommend to skip and instead go for. They don't have it. It's the other guaranteed It's the other guaranteed SSRs, and that's the one from the World Tournament pool, right? These ones you can get on every banner going. Mind you, these two units in particular are actually pretty good, but go for the other guaranteed SSR banner. The ones in this you'll always have. Right, yeah, there's a pack if you wish. That just gives you like just ghost ushers and all that. Various stock events come out. These would have been related to Golden Freezer, but yes, but fear not, you've got this ridiculous legendary summon banner. Okay, I'll tell you what though, for 40 stones, you can have one discounted multi at 40 stones. If you've got him, go for it. Personally, I wouldn't, but then again, I did, and I got 2 LRs from it. One was STR Trunks, so he's already Rainbow, and I'm working on his TUR, it seems. But he does have an easy A, so I could always farm him into that. But more importantly, the other LR off this was one I've not had, and that was the physical margin. It was physical Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, the one with Super Saiyan 3 Goku in the background. So that was nice at least. So people are going to walk away with an LR or two straight, just for 40 stones. Is it worth it? Perhaps. I mean, we've got a little bit of time towards the step up banner, so you've got a bit of time. You could probably spend the 40, just the 40. So that's what's going to replace Golden Freezer, is going to be the heroes. Speaking of which, there's a couple of people I'm following here. This guy, he looks like he's done some V-Jump scans. V-Jump's the magazine that Japan seems to have. There's quite a lot of good stuff in here. We bring up the image. This guy. So we already know that Super Hearts and Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta could be Gogeta. You never know. We all knew they were on it. What's that? Oh, that's right. That's Janemba. That's like an evil. That's like Dark Janemba or something, right? Then we have this is Golden Cooler, the one that was fighting in the other timeline. He was fighting Kumba, kick Kumba's ass. Down here, it looks like we've got several Easy 8 areas. They're the free-to-play ones. We have that Demon Lord, that Tech one, whatever his name is, like Meki, or whatever that is. AGL Ames, STR Cumber, the free-to-play one, and I can't quite make out this guy. Here we have, it looks like a multiple Easy A. We have Physical Cumber, Xeno Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta. It's going to be pretty good. And this looks to be a red zone based at Auto Cumber. So this is going to be a red zone for heroes. And it looks like Cumber's going to be the bad guy. Of course, makes sense, right? Never mind trying to guess what they are. I can actually tell you what they're going to be. Going to be massive, though. This is going to be huge. They just say there's going to be a new one. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be an LR or something. Perhaps, maybe. Not entirely sure who she is. Speaking of what's coming around in terms of Easy A's, Goresh, this guy here, he seems to be all up into this, and he's managed to actually get us some idea of what it is. So we have Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Hearts, Golden Cooler, Golden Metal Cooler specifically, and a Janemba that like a dark. It's called Reconstructed, but it's like Dark Janemba. We have a new special event. So that's the story event, right? That's what you'll find in the big blue button, and that's the Universal Conflict Saga. Right, it looks like someone can be awakened. That can be quite good. Oh yeah, so the free-to-play Easy A area. So you got Ames. That's the came out when Sealess came out. That's AGL Ames. Great Saiyaman 4. That is the STR. It's the kid who gets teleported into it or something. Yeah, it's the STR. STR Cumber, who is probably going to be one of the more hype ones on this. Demon God Salsa and Demon and Goddess Poutine. Right, okay. These are all free to play, so that's going to be quite good. These are the easy 8 areas. So there's five of them to go. I can see Cumber, Demon God Salsa, and Goddess Poutine being quite good. Not too sure about the rest, but hype's going to go on for Cumber. We check out the other page. So through the Mega 30 Stone one, of course, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Vegeta Xeno. That's the STR and physical. Physical Super Saiyan Cumber. He is good. When he came out, he was a high risk, high reward. He had a chance to like completely stun the entire rotation if they're in the first slot. He needed a bit of. You could pair him with in a monotype physical Shenron, and he would they could passively lower the attack just to make that slot 1 kind of deal just not so bad. Super Fu, right? That's in Super Fu, so that actually is going to be interesting because he already is a Dragon Ball Heroes lead of 130%, so that might go to full 170. So we could have a full 170 for Heroes and an Extreme Class one as well. And there's 4 other undisclosed characters, so we don't know. So that means then we've got the 4 there plus that 7. Makes sense because the game has an affinity with the number 7, right? There are 7 easy A's, at least 4 on here. And then, of course, do you know what we'd expect as well for the Awakenings? We could perhaps see crossover as well. So that's Super Saiyan 4 Bardock and Gohan actually come into play in this. Right, yes. So lots to come out with. It doesn't really show what the Super Saiyan 4s will come onto this as the Awakening. But again, these will have a docking event. This guy too, probably these are probably all from the same. Some of them might even be from the new story event. But if these are in it and they awaken, who knows? They might have a ridiculous active skill. I imagine so. Wouldn't it be cool if it was Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? Super Hearts would be really fun. It's going to be interesting to know. I presume Heroes is going to be his lead. I don't know what these are going to be. It's hard to make out what these two will be sub leads, right? These two are going to be ridiculously powerful. Like Metal Cooler. This is Metal Cooler alongside the other one who we get, depending on his typing. He could work out extremely well with the physical LR Metal Cooler, right? That could be really good. Janemba is good, depending on his typing, depending on his links. The LR Janemba could really work really well. Maybe even Tech Janemba, the transform state. These two will be a huge buff. It's not like they needed it. This is going to be. This could be GT Heroes for sure. It's going to be Great Ape Power. There's a lot of overlap between GT Heroes and Great Ape Power. If Great Ape Power, that's going to be brilliant, right? It's not a team that needed the power, but it's a team that needed it because it's a small roster. If they're on GT Heroes, not likely to be because it's from the Xeno side. They're going to be ridiculous. But they are going to be on Power Beyond, so you can absolutely use them on a ridiculous team. They're going to be just a powerhouse. Super Hearts. No idea how good he's going to be. Remember, in the show, he was able to hold his own against Blue Goku, but that's really only because he had the power of these universe cubes or something like the universe seed. It gets a bit nutty if you watch the entire lot with the names. So, all of these 5 are going to be crazy. It's going to be a jam-packed week could even be going for 2 weeks as it hits into December. This is the only celebration we've got for global until it hits Christmas, more specifically New Year. Christmas, we want to look out if we get the LR God EZA or the Beerus EZA, right? But yeah, so this is what's going to come out during them. Thank you very much to the people, this guy called Hype and a guy called Garesh for helping me translate all these, helping everyone translate all these. It looks to be pretty legit from what I can imagine. So yeah, okay, so that's what's going to happen in our part 2. Tournament will keep it going. That's really it. There's a new stage of Super Battle Road if you must, but really it's this. Remember, don't use this SSR banner, use the other one. Okay, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.